I don't really know how to start this video. I never really do know how to start most of my videos now, but I do hope that this isn't like too loud, because my car is old and there ain't that much insulation from, I guess, hearing the road in my voice, but I hope you can hear it. I've just randomly decided today that for my Sunday late gym session, you know, it's a nice day, it's clear blue skies, the sun's out, I've had a mean feed for dinner, nice little barbecue, yeah, and I just thought to myself, I might as well just start my videos again, because I go by this code, one day or day one, and I really can't stress it enough. Look, corner, it's not going to fall off. No? I really do go by this saying, yeah, one day or day one, and I told myself that. I'm like, yeah, you know what, that is right, like, I should start record more, because that's actually what I want to do. And I think it's a funny thing of like, since I'm back in my hometown, I've been having all of these doubts and thoughts of like being judged for what I'm actually doing. But at the same time, I know that in order for you to get anywhere, you have to be uncomfortable and you have to take risks, and you have to look like that person that's weird and people can actually make fun of in order for you to achieve your goal. Because when you're not doing something normal or that's on the straight line that everyone else is following, that's when people actually I guess look at you differently and treat you differently, and I guess that's how the fun really gets made of, is making fun of you trying to be different and trying to, you know, I guess do something with your life. Sorry about the sun glare, it's, like I said, it's a sunny day, but you know what I mean. And partially I do miss making videos like this, I really do. I love talking to myself, and I love sort of talking to you guys, to whoever who's watching. I like making these videos not only for myself, but for people that just like watching and sort of, I guess, watching people's journeys. And yeah, I'm just on the journey to just, you know, push myself with confidence and really try and not care what other people think. So today I'm going to do that. Today I'm going to be that person, that guy with the tripod, with the phone in the gym, talking to it like a crazy person, like a weird person. But this is what I've always wanted to do, is make gym videos. I'm really passionate about making videos, making content, and I'm really passionate about going to the gym and expressing that and helping people out with that. I've mainly just been, since I've come back maybe like a month ago, I'd say now, and I've been posting clips every day on my YouTube, TikTok and Instagram, but I've never really actually found, I guess, the confidence to bring a tripod in. But something today, and it's not like I gave it that much thought, like I woke up, sat on it and I thought about it. It was literally as I was getting ready to go to the gym, I was like, I need to bring it. I need to bring my tripod. I need to make a video. So, what is it today? Well, it is a bloody good day. We have arm day today, so quite excited about that. And we have eaten good today, so we should have full energy throughout the whole workout. I've had my LCM bars, my carb bars to get me throughout the workout, and I've had pre-workout, so feeling pretty pumped up. It's definitely, I can definitely feel it, the pre-workout coming in. So yeah, we'll just see you guys at the gym. So yo. Alright, so we are here, and like I said, I'm going to be that guy with the camera. Not too many people here, but that's alright. I usually tend to start off with just warm-ups, just warming up my biceps. I like to start on biceps, so yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And then usually I just do 2 hard sets, or as many as I can to failure really, and then I'll switch over, probably start off with some curls, and then go to triceps, back to biceps, triceps, back to biceps, and then do some forearms and pretty much call that a day. But yeah, this is my arm workout, so let's get into it. Alright, now it's time to do the actual sets of your bicep. I only did 10 kgs, but like I said, that was my warm-up. Did about like 10 each arm. And then, yeah, we're basically just gonna go all out, heavy as possible, and just go to failure. It's the main key, people, is going to failure. Going to failure is the most key thing and the most important thing that I try and, I guess, push on everyone that wants to take advice from me, is just train to failure. I cannot stress that enough. How are you going to find any sort of progress or process in gaining muscle when you're not pushing your body to the limits? How is it going to know to recover and to, I guess, grow stronger and be better when it isn't recovering, when it isn't getting pushed to failure? Make sure you guys remember that. Always push yourself as much as I do. Tricep pull downs, push downs. Now you can use the rope, you can use the V-bar. I switch between both. I definitely do feel like you can, in a way, you can use both. They do work the exact same. It just comes down to, I guess, being comfortable. But your ropes, however, they are harder. Like, you will have to do lighter weights. Me personally, I switch in between, like I said, but probably gonna do the ropes. Do get more of a, how should I say, a full range of motion. You get a full range of motion all the way through with ropes. So just gonna do 2 hard sets, 1 warm up because I haven't warmed up my triceps. Then yeah, get into it. Now I want to explain, there's 2 motions with the ropes, okay? And this could be a trick for you guys if you feel like you are doing something wrong and you do feel like you're not getting the full range of motion for the ropes. So for instance, if you are going to pull down, a lot of people tend to just grab the weight and pull it down. Oh, I need to tilt it down here, there. Grab the weight and just go like this. This is what they would call a tricep push down. See how my elbows aren't actually fully locking out or moving? Yes, it is working your tricep, but at the same time, it's not a full range of motion. You're not actually getting the full, I guess, stretch. In order to change that, and you want to get an actual feel for it, so then you can know that you are hitting this, is by twisting your arms and wrists over. It's for instance, put it down a little bit more so you can see. When you're pushing this down, you're rotating your arms like this. See how that is activating my triceps? See how that's turning over? You can quite clearly see that tricep activate a lot more than this. This is more of like a back workout where you're going like this and you're pulling over. Yes, it will activate your back, it will activate your lats, it will activate your rear delts, it will activate your triceps. If you just want to solely focus on triceps, then I suggest rotate the rope. Rotate the rope, right? So just practice that and see if you notice any sort of difference. Yeah. I'm gonna do 2 more sets of hard ones. So yeah, we'll do that. Another good way for that activation, if you want to try what I did where you are bending your wrists, as you're turning over, you're turning your wrists, lower the weight. Don't go the same way that you would use for a V-bar. Don't go the same way that you would use for your ropes. Because in order for you to learn technique, you need to go lighter. You can't go heavyweight and expect that you're gonna have 100% perfect technique. You're gonna start from the bottom and then work your way up. There's building blocks. That's how I did it. I had all this process and progress of working out that tricep, and then I realized turning it actually down and over was so much more better than, right, I had to start from the bottom again, so. Yeah, but now I'm back up and doing more weight, so you just gotta trust the process, really. That's all it is. That's all it is. I completely forgot to even record that set, but I did do it. You can see the rope swinging. It was a hard ass set as well. But what's next? Hammer curls. Hammer curls, probably one of the most underrated, yet people call them overrated, and they say that if you are working a normal bicep curl, you're working the same muscle. It's not. When you are doing hammer curls, you're working out this muscle here, which is a part of your forearm, and you're also working, when you're like this, you can feel this outside muscle getting worked. That's the point. When you are doing these curls, you are getting the whole muscle, right? But if you want that little peak, hammer curls. And I do the same. I strictly only do two exercises. That's it. You don't need to how should I say, keep it simple. Don't try and flood yourself with all these exercises and techniques that you've seen over TikTok, you've seen Jeff Nippard do, you've seen Sam Sulek do. Like, just keep it simple. Keep it simple. Stop trying to prove to others and yourself that you're capable of doing more things. You already know you are. You don't have to prove anyone shit. That's how I see it. Keep things simple, and until you feel like you're not feeling like that progress is working, then change it. But don't just do it for one little workout and then think that that's going to make a change. You need to do that consistently, otherwise you won't see growth. That's how I've always seen it. Anyway, hammer curls. Hammer curls, and then probably overhead triceps. And then I've got to think of the other shit that's coming, because I'm working by myself. Usually I'm not really by myself. I'm with my bro Valen, and I'm sure you'll see him in the next couple of videos, but yeah, hammer curls. One little thing I'd like to add too with your hammer curls is keep your elbows tucked. Like keep them tucked into your hip. If that's one piece of advice I would suggest for your hammer curls, keep your elbows tucked when you are standing, when you are sitting. When you have them out here, you're hammer curling like this, like again, you're not getting the full range of motion. What's the point in doing that? If you do it the right way, you will see the results. Yes, you might get a little bit of a pump, you might get the same effect, but at the same time, if you want to see results as much as I did, then follow what I say. I could not suggest that more enough. Keep the elbows tucked, or a little bit out, just a little gap between your arms is fine. This is fine. But as long as you are keeping this bit straight, and this is the curling action, bro, you're already winning. You're already winning. So yeah, we'll just do one more set of that. Another thing I'd like to say, with the failure stuff, and I guess the way that I work out, I started this about a year ago, and I think I have explained it in my past videos, is that like, if you're not pushing yourself as near as, I guess, as you were your last workout, how are you ever gonna see results? If you're coming to the gym and doing 3 sets of 12 and you're not even breaking a sweat, you're not even trying, and you're doing something that you're comfortable with every single time, how are you expecting to see results? So many people that I know, and me included, I used to do that. I used to be the same fucking shit. I used to do the same thing of coming to the gym, not wanting to push myself, doing comfortable weights, getting a little bit of a pump, and then calling it a day. Because I was that afraid of how sore I was going to be the next day. I was that afraid of pushing more weights and actually pushing myself. I was too scared of that. And that's one thing that I guess that's sort of what I'm doing now, is I'm doing this because I'm scared. But the more that I do it, I know that it's just going to come naturally. The more people that look at me and put me in the laughing stock, I'll be used to that, and I know how to deal with that. So, you know, I'm not only doing this for you guys, I'm doing this for myself too, just for self-confidence and everything. So yeah, always push yourself to failure, and not only in the gym, push yourself to failure in life. And I mean by that is you have to be uncomfortable, you have to push yourself to failure, you have to push yourself to fail, otherwise you're never gonna learn it. You're never gonna fucking learn it. But yeah, I like doing standard overhead tricep pushes because it just feels a lot more, I guess, how should I say, you get a better range of motion, because when you're sitting on the bench, it kind of does feel a little bit weird, I can't lie, but when you're standing, you can sort of get that last extra push where you can actually use your legs. So yeah, that's what I want to do now. Another word of advice for your pull overs. Don't try and pull over. I see so many people when they're using this machine or exercise, is instead of actually trying to push, right? Overhead tricep push ups, right? What does that mean? It says it in the name, push up. You're pushing up, you're not pushing over. When you're like this overhead, you're not actually trying to throw the weight forward, you're trying to push the weight up. How I see it is you're sort of imagining yourself doing the same exercise as that, where you're looking out your arms and you're pushing down, but you're just doing it on the way up where you're like that. There's no difference, except you're just pushing out. There was a couple little things where I had to tell my friends where it's like, even I caught myself on that, and I improved on that, and you'll notice the difference straight away, where you get less shoulder pain, less rotator cuff pain, and you'll feel it less in your front delts as well when you are doing your overhead tricep push-ups. That's how I like to call them anyway. They say pullovers, tricep pullovers, or whatever the fuck they call it. It's a weird name, but I sort of like that name. It makes it easier and simplistic, and that's sort of what I'm there for, is making it easier for people, making it simple. Because that's one of the hardest things when you're starting in the gym, is you overcomplicate so much stuff, and you try and do all these like different techniques and try and make it look like you know what you're doing, but you actually don't. So I would say for anyone that's just starting, bro, just start simple, start basic as well. Yeah, when you're doing that pull overs, you're gonna find a real bad elbow pain. Anyway, last set, and then probably do some close grips. Your close grips focus on the inner bicep. So I like to hit sort of 3 different type of muscle groups. So if I'm hitting arms, I'm hitting triceps 3 times, 3 different ways. I'm hitting my biceps 3 different ways. And then for my forearms, I only just do 1 because my forearms aren't really, I guess, a big thing at the moment. My forearms are pretty big already, so I sort of just do 1 and I feel like that's enough. And it's not like that over-portionates everything. It's not like my forearms are bigger, but you know, at the same time, you still got to train them because you don't want to look unproportionate with having like that look of like a chicken where you've got a massive big upper body and you've got skinny ass legs. So you always got to make sure to fucking train everything. You can't isolate and leave anything out. No matter how hard it sucks. Trust me, I know. Alright, so with your forearms, okay, keep it simple again, like I said, keep it simple. Just grab any sort of single arm technique and just imagine that you're trying to, I guess, pull the weight like this. That's all it is. You can use free weights, you can use dumbbells, you can use anything just to get a forearm pump. I believe in, like I said, training every muscle and not trying to leave any muscle like not worked out or in the past, because eventually that's going to catch up and then you're going to have to work double time to work on that muscle to look, I guess, in place with your physique. So yeah, and honestly, there's nothing better than the burning sensation in your forearms and then them just being huge. Like, I'm sure you can ask any bodybuilder, would you want bigger forearms? And all of them would say yes. So make sure that you are training them as well. I don't care if you have the skinniest arms in the world, because I did too, but I still train forearms. But all I am, I'm just a prodigy of one day or day one, of just keeping and being consistent and doing the same thing from a day-to-day basis, every single day. Keeping it simple, keeping it, I guess, hard, training hard, and going to failure. That's all I can say. Just keep pushing yourself. Keep pushing yourself. See, I'll do one more of these, and then I'll do single arm tricep pull downs where you're going across yourself like this. Obviously you can't see that much, but I'll show you when I am doing them. They are the best for isolating that tricep as well. And it almost feels better because you are doing it with one arm. So that whole arm is getting, tricep I should say, is getting isolated and pushed. Feels great. Oh shit, we're on the push here. Standing here. I need to get another stand, but yeah, so that pretty much concludes our workout. I didn't really feel like I needed to do another isolated tricep push down, just with the single arms. I feel like I got a good enough pump and a good enough, I guess, fatigue for all of my muscle groups. Like I said, I keep it simple, I keep it short, and I keep it fast. That's like, you should know, you shouldn't be in here for more longer than an hour. Otherwise you're just overtraining your muscles and fatiguing them to the point where they actually can't recover within 24 hours. And then when that happens, then you're constantly at a battle with your body and recovering, being recovered, and then not being enough recovered again. So it sounds a little bit complicated, but it's not, trust me. So as long as you keep it simple, and you don't overcomplicate things, like I've been saying through this whole video, you will see process. Because as much as you train hard here, you need to also eat hard and sleep hard. You can't just have a mad train or a mad pump here and just think that you can sit back on the game for another 6 hours until like 3 in the fucking morning, get like 6 hours of sleep and call that a day, and think that you're gonna see progress. Like some people like think that actually works and that helps, and it's like, bro, you don't realize how much sleep you actually need for your body to recover. It's crazy. When I looked into it more, I was actually surprised, and man, have I been going to bed a lot more earlier, even in the weekends. Like, I'm so much more self-conscious of how much you actually need sleep. Like, so what if a V makes you wake up, or an energy drink makes you wake up, or pre-workout makes you wake up? At the end of the day, when that stuff wears off and you have this crash, you'll be wondering why. And it's because you ain't been getting that much sleep. So tonight, if anything, if there's one thing that you can take away from this video, is get some sleep. Go to bed. Stop watching reels, stop watching TikTok, and actually fucking go to bed. Because you're not going to remember the past 3 videos that you scroll through, and you probably haven't even made it this far to the video, to the end of the video. Because your brain receptors and dopamine receptors are that fried that you can't even comprehend and sit through a 20-minute video of someone actually trying to give you some real shit. Anyway, enough about my rant. Gonna get a little pump check and then go home because I'm tired. This is the room right here. This is the one where I make all of my shorts, all of my videos, and as you can tell by the lighting, it's fucking good. So anyway. Bit of a front double by, and then we'll do a turn back, and then that's us. Is always the hardest because when I'm looking away, I don't even know if I'm in frame. So. That's us. All right, well, that concludes my arm day. And I hope you guys did enjoy watching this video. I am very glad to be making at least a video now. And I don't feel like it's in the back of my mind where I feel like I am not actually achieving and doing what I actually want in life. And it's something that I've always struggled with, and I know that everyone else struggles with, is being judged by people. Now, that whole time, I was being judged, but I can reassure you is that I've never felt so much more confidence to hold a camera, to speak to a camera, to speak to you guys, ever. Like, that's probably the most I've even talked loudly and clearly enough to you guys. So I'm just so glad that I actually did that. And all the way throughout the workout, all that was on my mind is just make it a good video. Just make sure that you get the right angle so you can see what I'm doing. And yeah, just accept that you're the weird guy. Just accept that you're being different, and you are different. Because everybody's different. I am different. And I don't give 2 shits if you think that I'm some corny ass influencer, wannabe influencer. I don't give a shit. Because eventually, it's all going to work out. And then you guys are going to come running back to me and saying, bro, I remember, bro, I used to watch you, bro. I'm such a big fan. It's like, bro, you used to make fun of me for doing this shit. And now look at you. Trying to look at me and trying to call me your friend. I've got 5 friends, if that. And I don't speak to like 3 of them. So that's how much friends I have in my life. Just so you guys know. Keep yourself a small circle. The more that you expand, the less happier you'll be. Isolate yourself. Make sure that you're the number 1 priority in your life. Because all of everyone that is living on this planet, as I speak, we're all going through life at the same time. It all just comes down to how you want to live it and how you want to end it. With regret or with happiness. That's all.